blow drying is going to determine how long it takes you to style the hair and how long it takes it to finish it, I try to start off with telling everybody your service starts at the shampoo bowl, meaning using the appropriate shampoos and conditioners for your hair texture and for your hair type. To me, I know I get this a lot because I do work in a multicultural salon. They're like, is that product good for black people? Is that product good for white girls? And I'm like, to be honest, y'all, product is product. The only difference between the products is going to be the name and the reputation of the brand and how much moisture is in that. Because I've used some products that they typically would say is for vanilla people. Yes.
We're gonna be in one.
Okay.
So we can study for hours.
Okay, go ahead. So all you want to look for is moisture level in a product. So like I've used some stuff that would be good for vanilla people's hair and it has so much moisture, so rich. And it works amazing for chocolate people. And I've used some stuff that was a little lighter and I'm like, man, I wish I could have used more something more creamy or oily or heavier. But when that happens, like say you use the wrong shampoo and you like, okay, her hair feels kind of dry. You can fix that by using a heavier conditioner, like maybe a mask, because a conditioner and a mask are different. So when you feel a conditioner and when you feel a mask, they are visibly heavier than the other because a mask has more oils in it. It's good for penetrating hair that's very dry or hair that could be coarse because straight hair can be coarse as well. But it's also good to be able to sit under the dryer with the mask because it won't disappear in the hair strand. Like it'll be able to sit on top but still penetrate into the hair strand. And that's what you want to do. So once you determine those things, you can figure those things out at the shampoo bowl by just asking simple questions like, so how does your hair feel? Don't be afraid to like put your hands in their hair. You're a hairstylist. Just like, oh, how does your hair feel? If you think it's dry but they say one thing, we're going to determine that at the bowl. But don't say it out loud. But go ahead and just like feel like, oh, so have you had any issues with your hair? Is your scalp okay? Is it inflamed? Does it have any dandruff? Or do you have issues with dandruff sometimes? Sometimes some people think that they have an issue with dandruff and it's not. It's just product buildup that's sitting on the scalp. Because I wear a short haircut and I have to sit under the dryer, my scalp is really dry all the time, so I do have dandruff now. But that's just because my scalp is dry. But other times, if I'm a little flaky, it usually be products that be like stuck on my scalp that I haven't got up. So, and I can always show y'all a trick for that too if you're not sure. Basically what you would do is you could take a comb like this or even like a multi-purpose comb that you guys use finger waves or a rat tail comb. You can just take it up against the scalp and just do like this throughout the scalp, and that helps you to pick up the dandruff so that once you're shampooing and conditioning it, it can come out of the hair. So when you're blow drying it, you're not picking all that stuff back up, because that's the most nastiest thing that I see.
My mom be doing that to my hair.
You have to, because sometimes when you styling hair after you blow dry, you're picking up at the scalp and you could be picking all that dandruff back up. When I was an assistant, y'all, my heart got broken a couple of times because she would send her clients back to the bowl. It didn't matter if her client was all the way blow dry and she saw even a flake. She was like, no, and she would have a comb just like this, and she's like, no, you can take her back to the bowl. And after getting sent back so many times, I perfected my shampooing skills because I was like, one, that affects my tip with her client because usually her clients will tip me at the bowl. So if they feel like she not washing my hair correctly, or we shouldn't say wash, we say shampoo, they won't tip me. And there was a lady that would tell her like, I don't want her shampoo on my hair. Like, she would think that she was whispering, but the salon was so small that I could hear her, and it would hurt my feelings. And I'm like, well, that was my lunch money today. Like, why did you? And she's straight up to her, she's like, oh, no, I don't think she shampoos right. And so I kind of won her over, but trust me, it took me like 2 years. But anyway, so once you guys pull her from the shampoo bowl, now you can think about, okay, what do I want to put on her hair? What leave-in do I want to use? I'll have to tell y'all about heat protectants later. But what leave-in do I want to use? Do I want to use a serum? So all those things can act as a heat protectant because all a heat protectant is creating a barrier between your hair strand and the heat. There is no special chemistry or product that is a heat protectant. They've just realized that, you know, when people use a word um, in advertisement, they pick up on catchphrases that people use a lot, and so they'll start plastering it all over products so that they can sell it more. That's like, when natural hair was a thing, and now you're starting to see a lot of products like this kind of remind me of this product. It probably is the same product. They just changed the label and added certain things in there so that it'll catch your eye to make you want to purchase it. So I just want to tell them that because they be lying and I be on Google and I be Googling ingredients like, what is this? That ain't heat protectant, that's just oil. So when you do blow drying, you want to pick like, what can I do? What can I add? So some leave-ins have more oils in them than others. Some of them are more light and some of them are more heavy. You want to keep that into consideration. And then different serums that you can use. My ride or die serum right now, I love it so much, is the Kenra blow dry spray. You can use that on any texture of hair. You can spray on the hair while it's wet, or you can spray after you blow dry the hair. And all it is, like, your hair feels super silky, and it'll give it like a really polished shine without making it look all greasy, stringy, and flat. And I love flowy, voluptuous hair. So once you put those things in there, blow drying is really important, like I said, because it helps you to cut down on styling time. So, say for instance, her hair, she's like, oh, I want to wear my hair on a side part. So, before you start blow drying, say her hair was relaxed, and then I'll tell you what we do for curly hair. But, say her hair was relaxed, right? I'm like, okay, so I'm going to part your hair now. When you're blow drying, you want to blow the hair in the direction that you want it to be, because it's really hard to remove parts out of it. Like if you blow dry her hair on the middle part and she's like, oh, I want a side part, it's pretty hard for that hair to flow to the side like it should. So I'm not going to turn this on because her hair is already dry. But since I parted her hair over here, I can blow dry it in this direction. Like I'll blow dry the front towards the front. And then once I get towards the sides, I'll just blow dry it towards the sides. Like always blow dry it in the way that you want the hair to go. Because basically you're changing the way that the hair goes with heat. And another thing I see people do, and please don't do this, it drives me bonkers. And if you do it, you know what, just don't tell me. But when you blow dry, do not put the blow dryer on the brush like this on the hair. You never want to do that because you can scorch somebody's hair like that, and like it feels rough because now you almost like basically burned it. You want to like chase the brush like this, but don't ever put it like directly on the hair like that. I remember when I was in hair school, like I told y'all, when I started hair school, I didn't know nothing about hair. I just knew I wanted to do it. I didn't do nobody else's hair like I did mine, and the most I did with mine was just color it. But I would do this a lot, and my instructor was like, you cannot do that, you cannot do that. And once she explained the importance to me, because you don't want to fry somebody's hair. They're not paying you to damage their hair, they're paying you to keep it healthy. So keep that in mind. Even like round brushing, I'm gonna wet her down, and if I can get a round brush, then I'll kind of show y'all like how I would do that to the best of my ability, because this doesn't have a nozzle on there. But a nozzle, or they call it a concentrator, is really important, because with this, the air blows out. But a nozzle or a concentrator concentrates the air in one straight flow. So when I grab this hair, it's gonna only concentrate on the hair that it's on, and I could just keep chasing it like this. So if her hair was curly, I always try to be gentle. One, never, never, never. I don't care if the hair is straight, wavy, curly, or tightly coiled. Do not blow dry hair that is sopping wet. One, because you're stretching the hair to where it's going to break eventually. That's where a lot of shedding comes from, and people wonder like, my hair feels thinner, because you're not taking care of your hair from the shampoo conditioning part. So when I do have to detangle, even at the bowl, I start at the end and work my way up. Even when I'm getting ready to blow dry, I start my way from the end and work my way up. And if she has a lot of tangles, I'll just have to, it may take more time, but I'd rather take more time than to rush through it and then your hair is in worse shape than what it came in as. But I'll just take smaller sections. So if it's like really curly, I'll twist it, not a braid, but twist, and I'll sit them under the dryer. Like I already put like my leave-in in there, and if I wanted the heat protectant or whatever, I will put it all in their hair, and I'll part it on the desired end, and then I'll sit them under the dryer. I do not sit them under the dryer until the hair is completely dry, because what happens is it dries the scalp out a lot. Now, short hair, you know you got to get it completely dry. But longer hair, you don't have to do that. So you just want to kind of make sure like the scalp is more dry and the hair is just like a little bit more dry. So then when I begin to, if I'm talking too fast or confusing, I'll just let me know. But then when I take the twist out, I take the twist out one at a time, and then I brush the hair and I hold it just like this to stretch the curl, and I'll take the blow dryer and I just do like this, and I knock out even more water. Once I've knocked out more water, once I release the hair, you can tell that the curl is stretched, and then I go in and start blow drying it to make it straighter, you know. So once you get that done, even, oh, I forgot. Sometimes if you have someone who has naturally straight hair, or someone who has a relaxer, and you feel like their hair is compromised and you don't feel comfortable blow drying them, that's totally fine. Just spray your leave-in in there, and you can sit them under the dryer and then just comb their hair to the direction of how you want it to go. So then once, like, make sure they're majority dry. And then once that's done, then you can kind of go through like on a low setting on your blow dryer and go through and begin to blow dry the hair um, with a low setting. But I do that for some people because I've had a client that comes in and she scares me so much. When the hair is damaged like that, the water is going to dry out of the hair quickly, like super fast. So then, even when I flat iron, I do not use the highest temperature. I use the lowest temperature. We blow dried her hair to the best of our ability, right? Now it's time for the flat iron part, and like I had told y'all, smaller sections are better to use because you can get the hair smoother, and you want to go as slow as possible.
I do mine at like four sections.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then I don't have it on high, the heat on high, I have it on full, and then I hot comb it the four sections, that's how I do mine, so it's so straight. And I'm like, ooh, look at me.
You be looking cute, girl. So yeah, even like that, like when you find a rhythm that works for you, cause like the way that I show y'all stuff, that might not work for y'all, but if you can take the meat, throw away the bones, and add in your own personality and your styling, just always tell people, flat ironing hair or even straightening hair is not a race. Take your time, because people want it to be smooth, they want it to be silky, they want it to look nice, they want it to look like they went to a salon and not like they just did this at home. You know what I'm saying? That's what they paying y'all for, to give them a polished look. I want to be transparent with y'all as much as possible. Child, let me tell you. This past weekend, I'm not gonna go into detail, but I felt like, is this what I really signed up for? Is this what I really, really want to do? And I don't know if y'all have had points in y'all's career where like stuff goes sour or something happens and you like, I'm trying to remain professional and not take this personally, or trying to remain professional and still address the issue. And I'm like I said, I just had a moment where I really sat there and I was like, bro, is this what I really want to do? Is this really what I signed up for? Can I even handle this? And a lot of times I have been feeling like underqualified. And I don't know if it's because I feel like I'm not prepared, if I feel like I'm not fully trained. I don't know. But I'm like, that's how I've been kind of feeling. But anyway, I gotta go because I gotta clean up, I gotta wash my face, and then I gotta research some stuff that I want to bring up to the students. Like I want to do like a product education activity or something to kind of show them like how they pick shampoos, and like even just kind of using shampoos on themselves and like seeing like what they like, what they don't like, you know, or even the importance of using words like shampoo versus wash, a haircut versus clipped, um, you know, those types of things. So anyway, hopefully I can show you that. But if not, pray with me, child. Bye.